Hello, everyone. My name is Leanne Lear, and I am the new elementary school principal here at CAT. I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of our community, our parents, our teachers, and our students for being so flexible during this challenging time. We know that everyone is making sacrifices to accommodate their schedules and to support our students throughout this year. It has been my absolute pleasure to get to know the CAT community over the past 2 months. It has been wonderful to get to meet the students both on campus and virtually. I have enjoyed working with our elementary teachers to bring a balanced curriculum through engaging lessons and real-world projects. As a brief introduction to my background, I am originally from Brighton, Michigan, and I completed my undergraduate degree at James Madison College at Michigan State University. I began my teaching career in Charlotte, North Carolina as a 6th grade teacher. I moved abroad to Colombia in 2012 to teach at an international school in Bucaramanga. Upon arriving in Colombia, I pursued my master's degree in educational leadership at Lehigh University, while simultaneously earning my certificate of international school leadership at the Principals Training Center in Miami. To our parents, we live in a world today that is very different from when we were in elementary school. We know that the world has changed drastically, but unfortunately, school really has not. Our elementary school experience was most likely full of memorization of facts and drilling math problems, which is not too different than what traditional education we can see in schools today. As educators, we must recognize and adjust to the shifts that are happening in the world around us. We now have access to knowledge at our fingertips. We want to shift away from students only memorizing content and instead move towards students solving real-world problems and engineering their own creative products. There are 3 fundamental shifts that we want to make with elementary school education here at CAT. The first shift that we want to make is for learners to not see their education as a competition, but instead to see their learning as a process. In traditional education, students are often competing for the best project or the highest grade. Students are trying so hard just to perfect their work, and this creates insecurity in the classroom. We want our learners to focus on learning as a process. Our goal at CAD is for our teachers and students to access differentiation of instruction. We want our educators to celebrate our learners and all of their differences, strengths, and areas of growth. And finally, we want our learners to see that education is about the process and not just about the final product. The second shift that we want to make in elementary school is to have students go from consumers to being creators. In the traditional educational model, the teacher is usually the only one with knowledge, and they're the ones teaching the students in the classroom the knowledge that they have. Also, typically in traditional education, there's only one right answer or one right way to do something. Our goal at CAT is to shift the focus so that students are creating solutions to real-world problems. In this sense, students will be able to connect their learning, even as young as 1st grade, to their future careers. They're going to be able to see why their learning is important, and the teachers will be coaches that guide the facilitation of learning in their classrooms. The third and final shift that we want to see is to switch from learning by subject to interdisciplinary connection. In traditional education, all classes are taught separately, and the learning is not connected. Our goal in CAT, and you can already see pockets of this happening already, is that our learning is truly interdisciplinary. We will accomplish this through project-based learning, where students will make real-world connections to their learning and they will see the relevance in what they're doing each and every day. One of my favorite quotes by an educational innovator, A.J. Giuliani, is that our job as teachers is not to prepare kids for something. Our job is to help kids learn to prepare themselves for anything. Here are a few reminders to help us throughout the rest of this hybrid model. Families, please make sure to adhere to the school calendar for trips and vacations. It is very important that students are present during their home learning week and their on-campus learning week as well. The check-ins in the morning and the afternoon during the home learning week are mandatory. So please make sure that all students are connected at 8 a.m. in the morning and at 1:45 in the afternoon so that they can learn about what they need to do for the day and be able to get their questions answered from their teachers. Additionally, our specialist classes are not optional, and all students are responsible for specialist class work during their in-class week and during their home week. And finally, if you have specific concerns about an assignment or class protocol, please contact your teachers directly. The best way to contact our teachers is through email. If you are not able to get your questions answered or you have additional questions, the following emails will be helpful to you. Here you have my email. You have the email of Ms. Lorena, our vice principal, the email of Ms. Alma Garcia, our elementary school counselor for 1st through 3rd grade, and the email for Ms. Nadia Martinez, our elementary school counselor for 4th through 6th grade. I look forward to continuing to partner with our parents and our teachers to provide enriching learning experiences for all of our elementary school students this year. Thank you again for your continued support, and please enjoy the videos from your teachers in the following presentation.